Okay, so one person from high school. Well, we've known this kid. I've known this kid at least since like first grade. That we've never talked about in the podcast. Is our good buddy John. John, if you guys had to describe John, what would you say?
Oh man,
weird as fuck.
John, okay, John was like one of the nicest guys.
He really was. He's a nice.
He was
dude.
a real nice guy.
Big ass nerd.
Yeah, he was a big nerd,
but not like the sociable, like functional nerd. You know what I mean?
To an extent, yeah. John had a pretty bad stutter.
Yeah.
And if you guys remember Justin from some of our past podcasts, we all had lunch together freshman year, and we would always just shit on each other every fucking day, like hardcore.
They started a thing where apparently I lived in a barn and ate shit through a funnel. So,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, we talked about that.
It went
on
some
the
weird
podcast.
places.
Yeah, Steven got pissed about that, but
it was every fucking day. So I'd like sleep in the hay and like had to like shit on newspapers and stuff.
Right.
Live with the cows and I get so pissed. Mostly because it was Justin.
It hit too close to home.
No, like I wouldn't have cared, but like you were always messing around, and Justin would always get so serious with it and just like shit all over me.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, bud.
Yeah, Justin's were actually like kind of malicious, which is where I was going with this was John like never fucking got any good burns off on us, but there was one day that he had a legitimately good burn on Justin. I don't remember what it was.
Oh my god.
But Justin, the elephant in the room was John had a really big stutter. and we never made fun of it. Like it was just like a commonly known thing. Like this is too much. Like John's going to kill.
It wasn't like a huge stutter
John's going
either.
to kill himself. It is a pretty prominent stutter, but so Justin didn't have like a legitimate burn to retort John with.
Pretty bad when you're silenced by John.
Yeah, he just started going John, and I just fucking died.
I think we all did.
We literally cried laughing. Not like because it was that funny or anything, but just like it was something that you shouldn't fucking make fun of, and Justin just went there. It was awful, but there's this story that Steven wanted to tell about when we knew John in elementary school.
So we used to play tag out on the playground, and you always have that one kid in your school or in your life or whatever that for whatever reason has to anime run everywhere. So John would anime run when we were playing tag, and like he wasn't like insanely slow. We were just all faster than him. So, like, if we tagged John, like it was done.
John was a bigger guy first off.
Yeah.
Well, like, it was done if we tagged John. Like he was it for the rest of recess.
So of course we went after him like every time.
Oh yeah, and we'd run off and like taunt him, not like seriously like harming taunting, but just like fucking with him, you know.
Right.
And he'd get so mad. So like I can't even remember when he started doing it, but one day like he started just like when he ran. So
yeah.
and the way he stuck his arms out, I can't remember. I bet you probably came up with calling him that.
Yeah, JJ the jet plane.
Yeah, we started calling him JJ the jet plane.
But it was so funny because whenever he was chasing us, me and Steven are running away from him, and we're just laughing so fucking hard. We're like holding our sides. But the funniest part was like even being impaired in our running, John still couldn't catch us. So that was the funniest fucking part.
Oh boy.
John's a really nice guy though.
Yeah. He came to cross country camp my junior year. Well, our junior year.
You can have the last one, bro. You can have the last one, bro.
Wait, did you say that he ran cross country?
He came to cross country camp.
Did he?
Then he said
did he run at you with his arms back?
No, he didn't. He actually didn't anime run at all. But Bonnie actually went out for the track team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, we need to tell some Bonnie stories.
Oh, God.
Holy shit.
I wish I could have been there for the sock and boppers thing. I wish I could have been there. He told me that story so many times where Caleb like beat the shit out of Randy. I wish I could have seen that, dude. Dude, I I probably would have shit my pants laughing.
I can't believe that we were allowed to do shit like that.
Oh god.
No, but
I saw Caleb and Alex punch each other in the face at church one time. They were outside the church and like they hit each other once like at the same time, and then they just like stopped and walked inside. Like I guess they were just like, I don't want to do this. Like
were they legitimately fighting?
I think they were like mad at each other. Like I just remember seeing them like swing at each other and they hit each other, and then like they just walked inside together.
Did they like hold hands on the way in?
No, but like I like honestly like because they weren't like Caleb wasn't really that big, but like he was crazy. I would not want to fight Caleb.
Massive in high school.
Well, okay, not at that point though. That was before Caleb got real big.
Yeah,
Graham was always big, but like
no, he was not, dude.
Well, not in middle school, but like high school, he got up there.
Yeah, he went from like probably 120 to like fucking 200 pounds and just like he looked like a fucking bull.
Remember in Spanish when he would eat his sandwiches were like that thick?
Oh yeah,
and he just like smashed.
He would always come in with like fucking 3 things of Tupperware worth of food and just eat it in class.
And he would come in the door and like. He was nowhere near too big to fit through the door, but he'd walk up to the door and be like, oh, and like turn it like upside. There's like that much space between him and the door frame, and he would still just like walk sideways through the door.
Oh my god.
Or like the time whenever we would write our names in our Spanish journals, and our teacher would read them, and he wrote Major Lee Hung, and she read it.
Oh my god. Okay, if I had to describe Alex, I would say Barney from How I Met Your Mother in real life, except fucking massive.
True.
Oh
gosh.
Back to Bonnie stories.
Oh boy.
I don't think Steven was here for a lot of them, but there was this kid. We'll just call him Bonnie for the sake of these stories, but he sat with us for a couple years probably.
About the Helen thing?
Yes. He dated our friend Helen, who actually sat at the table with us too, and it didn't end well, and Helen started dating this other kid named Brandon.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Now, Brandon isn't like the most
sort of
attractive.
Socially inept.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll just go with that.
He's not retarded, but he's sort of inept.
he might have like Asperger's or something.
Dude, I have a story about him that I have to tell you guys when this is over.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
But
ruined a float trip completely. All on him. just a preview, but go ahead.
Okay. But so she started dating Brandon, and Alex was so fucking butthurt by it. Oh, this was was she dating Aaron?
I think so.
Because she went from Bonnie to Brandon, then to Aaron.
Yeah.
Because Brandon would like break down at work, like at McDonald's, and he would just like lose his shit.
Here's another.
And start like throwing stuff and like slamming stuff on the grills. And,
oh jeez.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "I gave everything to her. I did everything," and I'm like. Like I can, what do I say to that? You know?
He's like smashing your head on the grill.
What do I do? He closes the grill on my head.
He's like flinging fry grease everywhere on customers, scarring them. No, but okay, a little side tangent. I had a birthday party one year where Helen and Brandon were still dating, and Helen was talking about breaking up with Brandon, and she's like, I don't think I can wait any longer. I gotta do it today. I'm like, Helen, please don't do this at my party. Like, it's going to be so fucking awkward if you do this. But of course she does. Like, right on her way out, like, her final words to Brandon were like, yeah, we're done. And so, Brandon's just here. Literally, everyone else leaves over the course of the night. Brandon's just in the corner moping for the rest of the night. He is the last one to leave. He brought his guitar out of his car. And he's just sitting in the corner playing his guitar, moping to himself. And it's just me, him, and my parents. And I'm like, when are you going to fucking leave? Like, I don't want to be a dick. Like, we're friends and everything, but
go home.
Go the fuck home. Everyone else has been gone for like an hour.
I just went through this problem.
Basically.
Yeah. But, okay.
Which is another story. Another one of our friends, like, bunked at my house for, like, 3 days straight.
Oh,
after
yeah.
his girlfriend broke up with him.
Is it someone that we know?
No.
Oh,
People
okay.
we work with.
Okay.
That's just a fucked situation,
That's
though.
the
I'll tell you guys
clusterfuck
later.
at
It
its
is
finest.
the clusterfuck of clusterfucks. Like, it's... Ugh. Like, take any relationship situation you guys may have been in and multiply it by, like, 20 at least.
And you got a kid.
Yes,
Top
there's a
of that.
child involved, too.
Okay, that
And
automatically
they're both
makes it
only
worse.
19, so, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is it like physical shit?
No, not exactly. It's like she definitely dumped him for somebody else and is like
4 hours later, basically.
not even 4 hours later they're like sitting on my couch, like not making
Going
out
at
but
it.
like, you know,
Fucking.
like no, like if we were not there and they were together alone, shit would have went down.
Yeah.
But it was just not cool.
Huh.
So then the guy affected, and like it was one of those things like, yeah, man, come chill with us if you need to, not a big deal.
Mm.
And he just kind of stayed at the house for like 2 or 3 days straight.
Jeez.
Like I'd go to work and come back and I'd see his car and I was just like,
Fuck. Okay, so
anyways,
back to the original strand of conversation.
so Brandon's at your house in the corner moping.
No, I'm done with that story.
Oh, okay,
That's all there
okay.
was. So back to Bonnie. He was just sitting at the table one time, and I don't even remember what brought it up. I think someone brought Brandon up, and he's like, that inbred piece of shit. Like, I can't believe that cunt with with him, and like all this shit. And Jessica, fucking
man.
went off on him, dude. Like. She
Dude,
was
I
so,
forgot
she,
how
she,
close
she
the
was
friends
so
they were, though.
pissed off.
They were really
They
close.
were best friends.
Jess and Helen.
So she was just so pissed off. The rest of us are just crying, laughing. Oh God, it's murder. No, it's just English.
What's up, Kidney Stone?
Kidney stone.
Hey,
So
what?
Everyone else.
yeah,
left
we
us,
need a womanly perspective
That's
on
why
our
I came
podcast.
in. No.
Okay, another Bonnie story. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this, but did you hear about the time that he went to the principal's office?
I remember him going, but I can't remember what for.
I can't remember what for either. I just remember he went off on our principal.
I know.
Did he,
I
like,
I
flip a
remember.
chair
But
or
He
something?
threw a fucking chair in the office, and she called the cops on him.
Yeah, I do remember that.
That was intense, dude. He went on a
Or like
spiral
senior
downward.
year. Yeah, senior year when he was basically like, well, no, I guess that was junior into senior year where he had to go take regular English because he failed out of our 3A.
Yeah.
Literally, like, honestly, besides him being like a giant douche, one of like the smarter kids at our school.
No, he was a super smart kid. He just stopped giving
He
a
just
fuck.
couldn't handle anything.
I think he was like so sexually frustrated by being dumped by Helen that he just spiraled downward.
You know, I hung out with him at his house one time, and he had something that like Helen had given to him,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know what it was, but like he had it, and I was like, "What's that?" And he was like, "Don't touch that. Don't give that." Like he got weird, man. I was like, "Fine, whatever."
You don't
No.
remember what it was?
No, I didn't know what it was. It was in like a little box or something.
Yeah.
But the Brandon story I was gonna tell you guys. So
Okay.
we went with the guys I used to live with, like Alex.
Your lovers.
No, the 2 Alexes and then Brandon. So like
Okay.
we would all go on flip trips. Like Alex, Haley, Justin ended up going that time, which it was a shit show because Justin planned it and it was awful. But anyways, to top it all off, Brandon, when he was still with Nicole,
Kidman.
went, huh?
Kidman.
No. You can bleep that out.
Okay.
You guys probably don't know her. She
I know
worked
her.
at Ponybird when he worked there.
She lives with Justin.
That's true. Yeah. Anyway, he and Nicole were together, and like, she would always kind of like instigate shit with him. Like, we would always kind of make fun of Brandon, but like, we'd bring it back around. You know what I mean? Like, make sure he knew that we weren't literally actually shitting on him.
Yeah.
But like, he would get so mad. So like, to the point where one time, like, he kept talking about Emily. So I told him I was like, Like, I kind of said it jokingly, but I was kind of serious. Like I was like, okay, like, we're about to go on this float trip. Don't be fucking staring at her or anything, you know? And he was like, I'm going to hire a big-ass fucking black guy to just stare at your girlfriend the whole time, and then we'll see what you do. And I'm like, okay, bud. Yeah, that's where that went. So anyways.
Could you imagine?
Anyways, so we're on the float trip, and Brandon's already just having a shit day. We were giving him a little too much shit, you know. He's just not having a good time. So, I forgot too, Redhead Alex's older brother and his girlfriend were with us. They didn't really hang around us a lot, but they were around occasionally. But they knew who everyone were. So we were just, doing whatever, floating. And we came to a part where we had to, like, get off of our rafts and, like, walk to a section, Mm-hmm. So I can't remember what all was said, but Nicole started giving him shit. And he literally, like, he got mad enough to where he sat in the sand and was, like, sitting by himself, took his shoes, and, like, was holding his shoes together and was just, like, pounding them into the sand. Just, like, not making a sound, just, like pounding the ground. Just complete mental breakdown. With, like, all these people around, and we're just, like...
Dude, that's what you get for taking your aunt's child to the beach.
I mean, basically. Like, wasn't that how it was, though? Like, it was horrible. Like, and Nicole was just like, Brandon, just stop. Just stop. And he just,
was that when they were dating?
Yes, they were together. So it just, like, out of control. Like, oh, it was so bad.
Should I tell that story that
Yes,
Angela
I was going to
told
bring
us?
that up. Go ahead.
Brandon actually went to school to Hillsborough before he went to Festus.
Yeah.
You know that?
Uh-huh. They
Well,
called him
Angela,
Simba.
my girlfriend, went to school with him. She was great about us.
They dated.
So, I mean,
That's where the kid came from.
she actually knew who he was and stuff, and they rode the same bus, I think. And one time there was this girl he liked or something that rode the same bus. Well, some of the jocks and the douchier kids told him I forgot. She told us once, but she was like, "Go tell her that you want to give her the shocker."
No. Angela said that it was like a sign to show someone that you liked them.
Yeah. Oh, like the shocker hand sign
Yeah.
thing? It's like, yeah, go do that to her, and then she'll know that you like her. And then he did it, and then, he was, so embarrassed, and then, everyone was laughing at him. He didn't ride the bus again, the rest of the year.
He didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, he didn't know what it was.
They, told him days later what it was.
Oh, see, that's something, I feel pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, I feel
taking
bad, but at the same
taking an
time...
already unstable dude and just making it way worse.
Yeah, but at the same time, every time I see Brandon from now on, I'm going to give him the shocker symbol. He's just going to look at us, he's going to be like, how the fuck do you know? Another story I wanted Nick to tell was about his arch nemesis, Jeff.
Oh my god. Fuck you.
Yeah. So, okay.
On a real note, though, I used to feel so awful when, we're walking down the hallways or whatever, and he'd be, bending over, getting in his locker, and people would just, be, screaming, laughing at him. And I'm like, you guys are actually fucking terrible.
I never saw that.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That was, literally an everyday thing.
What, because he's, showing his butt crack or something?
No, I mean, he always wore those swishy pants. And they'd, hang down, and he had, tidy whities.
I never really checked out Jeff.
Well, no, I mean, he'd be bent over, and it'd be there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
Jeff's like, oh, look at that. He's a big boy.
No, but, I really honestly felt bad for the kid, because I, to this day, don't know what was going on there, but,
He was special.
Well, I know, but, I don't know what, you know what I mean?
His parents, smoked and drank a lot when they were pregnant.
Are you sure?
We weren't in scouts with them. And
Yeah, I would understand the smoking, because most memories I have around him are, smelling smoke.
Yeah.
So.
But, yeah, that's the context of the story.
I didn't think he was, in, a completely, descriptive term right now, I didn't think he was, actually retarded.
He was in, the
something
classes with...
Yeah.
Well, I know,
He
but,
didn't take special classes. He was in...
I know.
He did when we were younger.
Oh.
But anyway, none of that's important. The important thing is that he was special, and he was in the same class as Nick for
Same English class.
English. And, we had this running joke where Nick was a fucking invalid that was in this remedial English class.
Because I was the only one that wasn't in like
Yeah.
4A.
Everyone in our friend group was in the advanced
You were in
classes.
regular English?
And Nick was in regular, so we already gave him shit about that. We would like be complete grammar Nazis with him all the time, and so this was just exacerbated when we found out about Nick's arch nemesis, Jeff. Do you want to tell our viewers why he was your arch nemesis?
Well, I mean, I'm sure your reasoning is completely different than mine.
Well,
I don't think he was my arch
Okay,
nemesis.
let's hear your side of the story.
But I mean, he would always like try to correct me and stuff. And... no, he would.
He would
like,
correct Nick's grammar.
You know when the teacher asked a question in school and then like kind of blurt out an answer, like he would like blurt it out like twice as loud, so like try to get the credit for it and stuff.
The louder you say something, the smarter it is. That's a fact. Look at Trump.
I thought it was Plankton. I thought Plankton said that.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyways, yeah, like he would just try to take all my credit and stuff. I don't
Or
know.
was it the other way around, Nick? Did you
I
try
don't
taking
know.
this
Were you there? So you
No,
don't
I
know.
wasn't.
So you can't know.
I was amongst that chaff. Fucking subhuman.
I'm trying to find him on Facebook. I don't think he has one.
Jeff?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Now he's on Instagram looking.
Oh, you remember? Okay, we sound fucking awful talking about all these retarded kids, but I have another story about Cody. We came up with a hypothetical, I think at the lunch
Cody.
table. Special Cody.
Which one?
Who had like a legit medical
the
condition.
douche Cody?
No, not retarded douchebag Cody.
Oh.
Like, legitimately retarded Cody. We came up with a hypothetical. I don't remember why, but... Oh! No, I remember now. Because, okay, I remember in 6th grade, me and Blaine were dicking around in the hallway, and Cody was trying to get around us to go to the bathroom, and he's just sitting there, he's like... I feel so awful imitating him, but he's like, excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh my
He's
God.
trying to get around us, but we were dicking around, and he tripped over us.
Oh.
And so... I was
my
like, oh
God.
my god, now I have to go get a teacher and like explain that I fucking threw a retarded kid to the ground. And so,
Fucking chokeslam him. Whoa!
no, but he made like this fucking hellish goat squeal whenever he fell. He was like, and so somehow I told that story during lunch someday, and it escalated. It escalated to me driving a fucking semi truck. And Cody's with the entire special class on the edge of a cliff, and I like turn it sideways so I can wipe out more of them horizontally. And then there's just this chorus of all the kids going,
Oh my
oh
god.
my god. Oh, it's fucking awful.
Oh yeah.
But I got out of that. I didn't get in trouble for tripping Cody. I somehow weaseled my way out of that. Oh my
I see his
god.
brother at Walmart all the time.
They just moved
Yeah.
to Texas.
Did they?
Yeah. I think it was something having to do with their treatments.
Jesus.
Oh god. God damn.
What other stories were we gonna tell?
You have one?
What subject are you guys even on right now?
I have
I don't know
no
what I'm hooked into. God.
You have any classic retard stories, Emily?
Did you heard any?
Calm down. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Did you trip Steven sometime? Do you have any funny stories you would like to share with
Or
us?
high
Emily?
school, or
I have one retard high school story.
okay.
Oh,
man.
while we're on the subject, we might as well, ensure our trip to hell when we die.
Yeah.
Alright, we were in shop class my junior year. Mind you, you guys are like 24-ish. I'm
I'm
19.
I'm 23.
Okay. There was this. We don't know if he's completely retarded or not, but he was good enough to be in the regular classes. But
He was a step behind.
He was a few steps behind. He was barely above the mental retardation line.
Oh boy.
Like Nick.
We were in shop class one day, and I don't know. I was dicking around doing something. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Fuck off.
Sorry.
Him and another kid, they were working on some fucking birdhouse or some shit, and the dude wanted one way, the dude wanted the other way, so they got in a very heated argument. But mind you, one was completely retarded, and the other one was kind of retarded. So
What kind of shop class are you in?
shitty shop.
Why would you pair two kids like that together? With like,
Okay,
with
one,
like,
why would you put them around fucking power saws and
with
shit?
tools.
That seems like the most awful idea ever. I barely
Around
trust
one
them in
kid's drilling a hole
English.
into his head.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
No, they were paired together. Nobody else wanted to be with them. That's why they were together.
Oh, that's awful.
They matched, kind
Oh
of.
my god, they need like a supervisor. They don't need to combine their powers.
No power tools. No power tools.
Alright, back to my point.
They just have one of those fucking baby toys where they're hammering the little stick.
Hammering the
into
square into the circle hole.
Alright, back to my point. We were arguing about this birdhouse, and I don't know, I was outside doing something. I hear him yelling. I turn around, the fully retarded one picks up a goddamn stool, hits him in the head with it.
Oh my gosh.
Kid drops instantly.
And he becomes the most intelligent person in the whole school.
Then he tried to hit another kid with a stool because he was making fun of the birdhouse he made, which it looked like complete shit. Kid got suspended and went to jail.
What?
For assault.
What?
He went to juvie for assault.
Oh.
Wait, was this the full retard
No.
or the half retard?
The half retard.
The half breed.
His like
So the half retard was the one who was beating people with stools.
yeah, the full retard
Okay.
was completely out.
Oh, I thought the full retard was the one beating people with stools.
No, the half
I was like, they
retard-
sent him to regular juvie? Like, how does that work?
No, that's like a third assault.
Oh my.
There.
Yeah.
It's Herky. We're very lenient.
Oh.
For a kid with a bomb threat, he got like a week of OSS, if that.
Dude, there was, for a while there, we had a bad streak. What was it, like 2 Veterans Days in a row?
Like 3.
It was like
wasn't it?
every day that we had a test. that always floored me that you're gonna do that to get out of a fucking
Right.
test.
Was it like
really
5 or 6 in 1 year or something?
Like
stupid
right,
like that.
like
Full bomb threats?
yeah, like the kids that are calling those in
Literally
are
at least
exactly
one a
like
year. I'm not
fucking
even
straight A
exaggerating.
students to begin with. You're worried about failing the test. Okay.
You pull a fire alarm, you don't make a bomb threat.
Right.
They caught that one guy.
Who was it?
Some Tyler guy. He was a grade above us or something. No.
Oh.
I don't remember anybody
Oh.
who...
Yeah. Apparently
Like,
they
I
traced his
remember
number
finding out.
to his cell phone.
What a
Oh,
dumbass.
wow.
Jeez. Okay, Emily, give us your classic retard stories.
I don't think I had one. I'm sorry. My school wasn't as exciting as yours.
What was your school?
Back in Ohio.
Goat fuckers.
We don't. What?
You say corn fuckers?
Goat
It's a
fuckers.
goat fucker.
Goat
You guys
fuckers.
have more corn than we do. I mean, Illinois does. I'm sorry.
Do not compare us to.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. No, I just had this kid with Tourette's. That was my locker neighbor in middle school. Like one summer, he just got Tourette's, and I don't know how that
One
works.
summer you
He just
got
got
He was,
Tourette's.
he was
He just
infected
came
with
out.
Tourette's.
He caught it.
He came back with Tourette's, and he would just shut my locker every time I was getting in it on accident. And I was like, Andrew, fucking move out of the way. And he's like, calm down, killer, killer, killer. And that was it. And I felt bad.
Kill it.
And he'd get in trouble in class because he'd yell out fucking in the middle of class. It was rough.
It is
Do you think
nothing
this
happening. It's fuck.
Yeah.
Do
And
you
at
think
first
this
it
was like a
funny.
Cartman scenario where he's just pretending to have Tourette's?
It seemed like it because it came out of nowhere.
Piss! Piss coming from my ass!
You remember that?
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
remember.
She has to tilt her head both ways and snap.
Sheesh. I feel like we had another story to tell. I can't remember.
Do we have any stories about Tiny Tim? Any good ones?
What the fuck?
I saw him the other day or something.
Is he still little?
Yeah, he lives right next to my grandparents.
Yeah.
He looks a lot different though.
Really?
I guess.
Like better
Isn't he
or
like-
not really?
Chunkier. He's like.
Yeah,
Fatter
the
now.
only difference is he's gained weight.
Yeah.
But my grandpa was actually telling me a story about him. He's like, the kid's just weird. He's like,
He was weird.
he kept telling me about how Tim would like come up to him when he was doing yard work and stuff and talk about like, oh, I never back away from a fight. Like all this shit to my grandpa. I'm like, what the fuck, Tim? I don't know. That's all I got about Tim.
Still don't know how you guys got on this topic, but
I don't either.
It's
Oh,
not
because
important.
we were talking about
John.
Nick's.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess.
It started with
Nick's
John.
started with John.
arch nemesis. The day I'm corrected by a retard.
That got brought up a lot.
You remember how Dylan used to play Naruto during PE?
Yes. Well, dude, who was that? Ryan. Who else wore their headbands and
Yeah,
gym in middle
it
school?
was like him.
And they were doing somersaults in the field.
Him, Ryan, Brian, and CJ, I think.
Oh, CJ Mounts.
Yeah, we would play like softball and shit, and they would just be doing like fucking somersaults and shit in the outfield.
I remember I had to do a project with CJ in, I guess that would have been sixth.
I know he was around in 5th grade.
Huh?
I know he was around in 5th grade. I don't know. Remember him being around.
God, was Wellington 4th grade?
That's
Wilton was
sixth grade.
6th grade. He was in that class with me because we had to do a project on like the digestive tract, and he thought it'd be funny to at the end go anus and like
What the fuck?
she docked our grade for that that. Alone,
I bet.
And we got like a C on that. I was like, CJ, why the fuck? I thought it'd be funny. No, like don't. Like it's fucking stupid.
Just don't.
I was like, no, don't do that.
Oh my gosh.
And like we got paired up for all these projects, and we had to do one on the solar system that me and my dad actually ended up doing ourselves. Because like the one night, like I went over to his house and we were supposed to work on it, and he played Punch Out all night. He was playing Punch Out, and his mom and dad were playing World of Warcraft upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Literally,
It was
wow.
It was a weird time.
Huh. I remember with Mrs. Wheelington in 6th grade, that was, around the time that I discovered racist jokes, and she was a black teacher for our viewers, and so there were a couple times where, like, I think I made like, some Michael Jackson jokes and shit. She was, like, right behind me. I was like...
She's like, what is this little white supremacist prick doing in my class? And then meet your parents and realize they're the nicest people in the universe.
Right.
What happened?
My dad says way more racist shit than I do.
Dude, the first time I heard your dad say anything bad was when we had to go to school at like 6 that one morning for that test. And we're sitting in the car driving up there, and like some dude, like something happened to some guy on the radio, and your dad just turns and looks at me and he's like, pussy. And I was like, what the fuck?
He started doing that because I started.
That's not the only thing she taught me. Do you remember him telling us about that? How like he said he took
the
one of his
teacher.
teachers out when he was in school?
Yeah.
Because he was the only kid in the class who had a car or something. So he actually took... Did he actually take his teacher out?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my gosh,
He
dude.
is a teacher's pet. She's like fresh out of college. But yeah. My dad did a bunch of fucking dumb shit. He should not be alive by any account. It's basically divine intervention, not even a thing.
When your dad used to sit there when we were at like church camp and stuff, and be like, I know things I can never tell anybody ever from the military and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is a translator. So, he might know shit. I don't know.
He'd say Spanish words on the way up to church camp, and we'd try and guess what it was.
Yeah.
Just like yelling random shit till we got it.
Dude, solid church camp story. Do you remember? You were in my group when we scared the chicks, weren't you?
I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
We were like running around at like, God, it was at least like 11:30, almost midnight probably.
Oh yeah.
You're like, your
dark
dad
out.
should not have let us out of the cabin. You know?
No, he went with us.
I know, but I'm saying like we should not have been out of the cabin in the first place.
Right.
The fact that his dad went with us just.
Okay, so my dad was our camp counselor for church camp. I think
Like at least like
we
2 or
were
3
like
years
in
in a row.
fourth or fifth grade probably, and so we came up with the bright idea that we should prank the girls' cabin. And so it's probably like midnight. We go out, pitch dark, go in through the back, and just start banging on their fucking door. We hear them squealing. We just run back. And the funny thing was, there was another cabin out at the same time, like hanging up their
Doing the
laundry
same
or something.
thing.
It got pinned on them. And we just let it happen. It was hilarious.
Dude, those are some fun trips.
They were fun.
You guys should go and be counselors.
Oh, God.
No.
I'm good.
We should.
Whatever.
Stuff you
That,
could do.
dude, that was some goofy shit though, because like we would ride up with your dad,
Yeah.
and Zach had, I think he had your CD player or whatever, and you had that School of Rock CD
Yes!
that we blasted like literally the entire time, like nothing else.
That was like the one good CD I had at that age. I like that and Smash Mouth.
Bojo goes to Pittsburgh. Oh my god. You don't remember that?
What is that?
It's one of the songs on the album.
For Smash Mouth?
No, for the School of Rock album.
Oh. I haven't listened to that. Probably since like that year.
Zach and I used to do some goofy shit.
Mm.
Like fight with plungers and shit in your basement.
Dude, yes.
That was actually pretty funny.
You always remember like all this shit.
I
that, like,
just remember the weirdest
I
shit.
don't even like remember until
Really?
you say, until you say
I
it.
was gonna say, dude, that was like an every time we were at your house thing.
Yeah.
Or like when we were at the church and we came up with that huge elaborate thing, like there's shit like in that one room.
Yes.
Like there was shit like in the closet that we could never get to.
Yes.
Dude, that was crazy.
Okay, we talked about that.
That could have been like a story though.
Oh,
Like,
I fucking like wrote comics and stories and shit like
Oh,
based
man.
around this stuff. But we touched about this on a little on that episode where we were in the lock-in and our pastor
I remember that,
scared
yeah.
the shit out of us. But there was like this back room that like is like a storage room that just like it had like a little alcove off to the right. And it was really dark. You couldn't see like where it led, but there was all this shit that covered it up. That I mean, you couldn't progress further. So we came up with this whole scenario that there was like a maze throughout the church.
we used to sit there during church and like you would draw maps and shit.
Oh
to
yeah,
it and-
we drew a fucking whole blueprint map of the church, and like there were like a bunch of locked doors that you couldn't get into. So we would try to like lock pick it with paper clips and shit. Oh my gosh, dude, it was fun. We said that there was like a basilisk from Harry
Yeah.
Potter like,
Yeah.
going throughout the church. There were like portals to hell and shit.
And I just remember like Cody Pollock wearing his like spandex t-shirt every
Yeah.
Sunday.
That he shouldn't have been wearing.
No,
He was big even at that
dude,
age.
that was just a weird family.
It really was.
You know what? Like in high school, whenever I ran track, Dan would like if I were racing anywhere and he was there, like I don't know why, because we were never like I never really like talked to him. You know what I mean? But he would like come over and like talk to me
Massage
before
you.
I raced and stuff, and then like talk to me after I raced, and he'd be like screaming at me while I'm around. I'm like, dude, you're not even like affiliated with our school. Like, what are you doing? Like I don't talk to you know. I was like,
so he
whatever.
went to the race specifically to watch you.
Yeah, fuck his own kid.
Wait, was Cody in cross country?
No, my God, no. He was like a shot thrower in track.
Okay, I was like, I couldn't see that.
No, it was only in track.
Okay. Jeez.
So he did come pick me up after a race one time. I didn't even know it was him. until like
The dad?
Yeah, Dan. He like came up like I was like sitting on the ground. It was like an 800.
Are you sure he wasn't hitting on you, Steven?
No, but like I don't know how he got to me before my coach did too. But like he just came up and like stood me up. He's like, "You did good," and like patted me on the back and
Here's your reward.
no. Dude, I'm pretty sure I saw. I think it was Mr. today at Lowe's.
Oh, really?
I think. Yeah. Because
How
I can't
big-
remember.
How big is he?
I mean, he was like big, but like I can't remember exactly what his face looked like. So I don't know. I'm not for sure. It sounded like him though. But I was, that was a weird moment.
Did you guys kiss?
No. We
Emily's
got close,
nodding.
but no.
Someone told me.
We were close, but we got
Oh.
interrupted.
Oh, we're not bringing that here.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Curry's experiment he
Nothing.
had when those
No.
two broke it off for a
Nothing.
month.
What
That's
a
not-
catch.
Oh
Wait,
my
did you
God.
kiss a dude?
No.
I wish.
Basically,
Oh, actually, yeah, basically.
Okay, we gotta go into the story now.
No, we are not going into this
we
one.
can't let our viewers, we can't blue ball them.
Emily, you want to share since you're very emotional?
Please no. Robert, why couldn't you have brought this up?
Every
when
Let's
you
time-
weren't
let's
here?
take a vote. We'll be democratic about it. Who votes yes?
Oh.
God damn it.
That's 3 out of 5.
Wait, who votes
Hashtag
no?
Chase.
Who votes no?
With people involved.
Okay, Emily's just neutral.
I'm indifferent. I say we invite her over.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Let's take a vote.
She'll be
Take
dead
a
on the
vote.
porch.
Is it
Yes.
is it someone that we know?
No.
Oh.
You don't want to know her.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
It was just a mistake ever talking to that person.
Well, go on.
AE. 2017 AE.
Oh, shut up.
After Emily.
So she,
Oh,
That was the
okay.
time.
she and I split for a little bit, and I didn't. Contrary to popular fucking belief, I was never in a
So much
relationship or with this person.
Slept in the
Okay.
same
We just
bed.
talked, and that literally
That was a technicality, though.
to the
There's so much.
the
happening
farthest it
right
ever
now.
went was yes, we kissed, but that was literally
But,
it.
but just on the butthole, right?
Yes.
Did she taste like a bulldog?
Oh
Her
my
face
God.
looked like a fucking
It was
asshole.
not.
Put
It was
it
You have
on
a
the
picture
wall.
of this?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need. We
oh
need
my God,
we
please
need a
no.
picture
Okay.
for reference.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
I'll post it on the video.
Okay, perfect.
No. Why are we fucking doing this?
She's
Why?
mutual friends with
Get
Jared.
fucked.
So
Get
Jared knows her.
fucked.
Oh, that's
God.
9 hours
Stop
ago. This
it.
is a fresh
Let me see.
selfie.
Let me see.
Jared's a mutual friend.
Not my
so-
finest moment.
Dude, she looks like the fucking Grudge.
Thank
Okay.
you. Oh.
Holy shit, Steven. This one's just a straight up baby. What is this?
That's how I like him.
She takes many forms.
But yeah, long
Yeah,
story
dude,
short.
she looks like fucking what's her name from The Ring? Samara.
Samara?
She looks like Samara from The Ring.
She's.
Long story short, we don't bring it up. Well, she brings it up, but it shouldn't be brought up anymore.
I'm
Okay,
still
s-
pained
don't
by
get
the
brought up.
memories.
Steven, give us some context. What attracted you to this woman?
Yeah, Curry, what did you find attractive about
Yeah,
her?
Steven.
Besides her bulldog looking ass.
Did you like put a bag over it?
Did she have like a really big butt or something?
Yeah, but it
A
wasn't
nasty
like the
one.
good kind.
She
No,
just
it
had like
wasn't
a
a good
supermodel bod, but just a dog.
Oh my god. Like literally like carbon copy like a picture of a pug onto a person. I'm kidding.
No, but if you saw her brother, he dated the brother, is what it looks like. Okay, I'm
Steven
sorry,
dated
not
the brother?
dated. They
That's
look
what came up
exactly
with.
alike. The girl and
No
the
joke,
brother.
I think her brother had like a man crush
He
on
did.
me.
He
though.
I witnessed it. So the whole family wanted
Whole
a piece of
family wanted
him.
to bone good old
Wow.
Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
insight on that. Him and a couple other guys that we work with started calling me Curry.
Why?
Saying I was Steph Curry all the time.
Or Ernesto.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Why?
Steven
It's like a
Because
Steph.
my name's
sports ball
Steven, his
joke.
name's Steph.
Sports.
Sports
But
ball.
what's that have to do with the chick?
It doesn't.
No, I'm
That's
just,
what they call
he
him.
keeps calling me Curry, so I had to explain that real
Oh, okay.
She was a
What about
coworker.
Ernesto?
I used to call her pretty names. With my coach, me and my coach said it about her.
You came in on McDonald's every day. Just
I
shit on
know.
her.
I actually did homework
She
in
worked
there,
at
but I was
McDonald's, I
also
guess?
extremely
Really?
petty.
That's how you guys
She did.
hooked up, Steven?
Huh?
Is that how you hooked up?
I mean, we work together. That's why we like
Y'all found make love.
even like no.
Did you give her a Happy
I think
Meal?
I said
No,
last
I
summer, I
didn't.
think that girl likes
Toy
you.
included.
Yeah, with the toy.
Not bad,
Oh my
dude. Yes.
I'm gonna get another drink. I'll be right back.
She brought it up.
I like vindictive Emily.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Uh,
I'm gonna let the cat in.
No, leave him in there.
I
He's
know,
fine.
you like that.
gotta let the pussy loose.
Sometimes.
So okay, anything you'd like to say in your defense, Steven?
That it's in the past and it doesn't fucking matter. And it was an awful, awful decision.
But we
Very
need
much
to know the past to
Were you
change the
drunk?
future.
Were you drunk?
No.
I was.
Emily was drunk during the breakup period. A lot.
Here you go.
Was that
Open
like a couple months ago? The breakup?
Yeah, it was only, what, in the entirety, how long? were we
It was
not
a
together?
month. When I was a side
The
hoe.
ugly thing happened less than a month.
No, oh my
Yeah,
god.
she called you 8 times at the gym.
Oh, yeah,
That-
that was
breaking point.
insane. So anyways, but,
Wait,
okay,
Emily
I
or
will,
the chick?
No, I will
The
tell you
chick.
this part, because
Okay.
this is at the point where,
Yeah.
okay, this girl basically, like, wanted a relationship, and then at that point I was like, okay, I don't want this. You know, I don't want any of this, I'm out.
I can do
So-
better.
Well, it wasn't. I wasn't even like. I was just like, I don't want that. I don't want to mess with her. So, like, I basically like I guess I probably could have like confronted her and been like, look, I don't know what you think is happening, but I don't want anything to happen. I didn't say that, but like we stopped talking completely, and like. Okay, well, basically, at that point, I was like, okay, like, I don't want her, like, I want Emily back, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, so Emily and I are talking again, basically, and, like I said, I thought once she saw Emily around, that it would kind of click. Yeah, right. I didn't think anything needed to be explained. Plus, whenever I told her that I didn't want a relationship or anything, she's like, oh, yeah, I don't want either. So, at that point, in my mind, tell me if you guys think this is, like, outlandish. At that...
Ginger. Continue your story.
What?
We're not talking
We're not
about
talking
you.
about
Oh. I was like, what, Ginger?
You know.
No.
He's so defensive.
But anyways, so at that point to me, when you say, right, let's not do a relationship or anything, doesn't that mean that, like, she shouldn't worry about anything that goes on with me anymore? Like, she's done. Like, I wash my hands of it, I'm out, that's it.
Yeah.
No further connection is needed.
Hands of it.
So, one
Wash
night,
your hands of her stink.
Robert and I are at the gym, and we're just doing whatever, and she calls me 6 times in a row. I don't answer her. She texts him, hey, are you guys at the gym? And he's like, yes.
She's like watching through a window.
No, so then she calls me again, so I finally answer, and I'm like, what? And she's like, okay, well, I heard that you and Emily are talking again, and that you guys slept together, and I want to know what's going on. And I was like, what?
It was just butt stuff. Leave me alone.
I didn't
No, I
know
was like-
she said that part.
Yeah, that's what she said. I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, what's
I was
going on?
watching you through your window last night. I saw everything.
No, and I was like, okay, like, but we literally, like, just said, like, okay, like, there's not going to be a relationship, and I told you I don't want anything from this. So why is it an issue? Like, what, like, there shouldn't be any, it shouldn't be your concern, you know what I mean?
Right.
None of this should be an issue for anybody but me and Emily, since we're the ones involved. And she just, like, I can't remember what else she said, but she just, like, went off. And I'm like, okay, like,
Now
literally
she gets mad that
literally
we're friends
doesn't
with
put
all
a
her
damper
friends.
on my night, didn't it? We went right back to working out, and then we went home. But, so anyways, I worked the next day, and so did she, and she came up to me, she's like, hey, I'm sorry I called you so many times last night. I probably shouldn't have said all that. And I was like, well, you fucking did, and you fucking said all of it. So, like, there's nothing you can say to, like, make it different. So, whatever. I don't care. I was like, just don't talk to me. We're good. And she just, like,
Now
for
anytime you
so
ask her how
long-
she is at work, she's depressed. She's sad.
oh, yeah, that was the worst part. Because, like, people would be like, because then it turned into this gigantic thing. Like, I was just this gigantic douchebag to her. And I'm like, okay. Like, literally everybody else in the whole restaurant knew, like, what had happened. And we're like, why are you making a big deal out of this?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, people would come in the drive-thru like regulars. And they'd be like, how are you? And she'd be like, oh, I'm not doing too good. I'm just confused. And I'm like, okay, you stupid bitch. Like, oh, my
Please put
God.
your car into park and listen to my problems.
So then, that was like a fun day though because she proceeds to rear end the fuck out of somebody and total the shit out of her car.
Yeah.
So then, like for days, like that was funny too. But like this is how this is how Robert rolls because like she comes back and like she was showing everybody her car and Robert's like, your car is fucked. and she's just like, and like gets all pissy or whatever, then leaves. So then like comes to work the next day. Robert goes, Leslie, your car is fucked. And like, so that's like how he would start every conversation. She'd get so mad.
No, the day she wrecked it, I was going Dollar General or some shit. I just see her.
I've just
See
driven
her on the side
past.
of the road, where just her rear end her front end just absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, the
She's on
PT Cruiser in the front
crying.
end was like destroyed, like
She's on the
flattened.
Thrown on
She
the
drove
side
a
of the car
PT Cruiser
crying.
and hit a car on the
I
same
laughed.
road that a PT Cruiser rear-ended me and Steven last year.
Coincidence?
I think not.
not.
Illuminati.
The Incredibles teacher guy.
What?
You said that coincidence, and I said
He always says shit I don't understand. Like,
From the
Remember that from the Incredibles? Yeah.
I don't remember that.
The
That was a
teacher
shitty movie.
whenever Dash puts the tack in his chair.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I think not. And he's like, the way he says it was so
I
funny.
hated
I
The
didn't
Incredibles.
What?
I hated it.
That's what you like
Who
about
said that?
The Incredibles.
You're a woman.
I
Break up with her right now.
Did
Beg
you-
for
I'll
her
call
to-
Leslie for
Yeah.
you.
Beg
That
for
is
her
an
to
amazing
kick back.
movie.
Why? It's so boring. Nothing happens.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It just wasn't good.
Oh my
okay.
God, Emily.
We're gonna have a talk
Look,
later.
you're staying in Ohio. You know this
I
right
know.
now.
How has this never came up?
Because I don't like the movie, so I don't talk about it.
Oh my God. Talking about Leslie.
What else don't you know about her?
Wait, what?
I said, what else don't you know about her?
I don't know.
I'm also a neo-Nazi.
A founding member of the Ku Klux Klan.
Jesus, from like 1800s.
I don't look my age.
She does kind of like the thing from Tangled, but instead of singing, she like touches people and just like sucks the life out of them.
She's a succubus. She's like luring you in to take your life extract.
Stop! God
My
damn!
hands are really cold.
Touch his leg.
Let me get one. Is that
She's
cold?
just like
She's like, oh.
That's
Let me put this.
God, Emily, you're making him uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, they are.
It was
cold
just super awkward after that too,
cold as
because like
dicks.
she tried to be my friend and like be like, "Hey, bud," and I'm like, "Don't fucking talk to me."
Whenever
Like,
she sees me, she's like, "Hey, Emily, how are you?"
oh yeah.
I'm
She
great.
used to pull little shit. Like I'd be in back running grill, like me and Robert, and she'd be up front, and she'd be doing whatever. And this is how petty she was. So whenever you make a sandwich, you throw it up, and there's like a little area, and there's a black tray, and then there's just like an open space. So if it's like someone like doesn't want pickles or someone wants like extra something, it comes with the slip. You put the slip on top of the sandwich, you put it in the black tray. It's regular, you throw it in the open space.
I never knew that.
So I was just like
I
shooting
worked
shit up,
there.
we're making stuff, and she's like, can you use your black tray? And I was like, okay, like, it literally doesn't matter, we're being destroyed right now, but stand there and bitch to me about using a fucking tray to put shit in. Yeah, like we're getting, like, wrapped around the building getting fucked. And she
Yeah, that
decides
guy.
that moment to, like, be a manager and, like, start giving me shit.
I think I told her to hop off too.
Oh, I was fucking mad.
What do you guys call her? Finger trap?
Finger trap.
Yeah, Robert called her finger trap.
That was a
Is that
So
have a sexual context?
If you got in there, you couldn't get out.
She has like the vagina from Teeth.
But oh, the other thing too, like with this is with a different manager at work though. She was like an older lady, has like 30-something years at McDonald's, and came to work with us. And it was like a Saturday in the middle of a rush, and they were missing a Big Mac, right? So she's up at the front, she's just like, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, literally like 4 or 5 times in a row. And I turned and looked at her, and I was like, it's fucking coming. And like, I didn't even realize.
Just like that?
Yeah, that's literally what I said to her. And like he was there. And like, I don't, like,
That was a fun day.
I hadn't planned on, like, saying that to her. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna tell this bitch off. Like, it just came out like that. And then I was just like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
There's no coming back.
But,
from
like,
that.
it just silence after that for a little bit. Like, I was like, ooh. I mean, I apologized to her later, but I'm sorry. I was like, you saw how busy we were. I just kept hearing, Big Mac? Big Mac? And I was like, whoa, shut up.
She's just looking in the mirror. Hated her.
I'd say the best time was Saturday mornings.
True.
Oh my
Saturday
God.
mornings when it'd be me and Robert running Breakfast Grill and like one other person.
Me, you, and Tristan.
Just getting
That'd
wrecked.
be it.
And yeah, Tristan, this other guy, would come in high like every morning.
Yeah, he
Oh my
passed
God.
out on
And he would open. So like,
Mind you, he's like 6'4", 250, big old black dude.
He gets
He
a burger and
maneuvered
eats
well.
it in a bite, like a quarter pounder and shit.
he ate a
Scary.
double quarter pounder in like 3 bites
Three
one night.
fucking bites.
It was retarded.
Terrifying.
I was impressed, but I was scared for my.
Yeah, I mean, he was good to work. Like when he wasn't high and
When
was
he wasn't
actually
high, I actually
working,
did his job.
he was great. But like, it was basically Robert and I carrying him.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Like I got okay at Breakfast Grill and like at sandwiches, but I was never like good. So I would just like be
That's
making
where
it.
you always be, though.
I know. Like I would just be barely making it. Like, I don't know. It was retarded. So we'd just be like struggling for hours, and Tristan's just like floating around.
He can be on his own little fucking.
Better than
I remember one
half
time
the
I
people
came
there.
high. I think I ate like 3 edibles the night before, and I was still high for like the next 2 days. It was me,
You and Chris, right?
me and Chris, yeah, and I think Ian.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ. The best 5 minutes for 5 hours in my world. I had to open that day too. Shit.
That sucks. That one day, I worked 6 a.m. to close one night. That was fucking awful. 6 in the morning till at least like 1:30 or 2 o'clock.
He was scared to sit in
by
the
5:30.
sit in the booth for his break because he was scared he wasn't gonna like get back up.
Yeah,
He was
I was
tired.
so
It's like
tired.
a 20-hour shift.
I know. I was really tired, and like I was like, I can't sit in the booth because I'll like get comfy and fall asleep. Or
And the computer's like fucked up that night, so it was like 2 in the morning and you still weren't done.
yeah, like so whenever you closed there, you had to go and do like you'd start like certain processes or whatever, and they'd run on their own, but you had to wait till they were done before you could leave. So I'm sitting there like waiting for the computer, like, you know, and like everything else is done. So like a half hour goes by, and I'm like, okay, this is fucked. It never takes this long.
You put the WhatsApp. So the computer's still up. It's still
Yeah,
running.
so like, and I'm trying to get a hold of like my general manager, and like nobody's. Granted, it is like midnight, but like we have a group message for a reason. Like nobody was responding to me, except for one person who opened the next morning. So I felt awful that Billy was the only one getting a hold of me.
Really don't care
But
about
like, no, but like it was retarded. I was there for almost an hour after you guys left even.
Yeah.
So, and I just fucking left it. So then the next morning, Shirley, the Big Mac lady, decided to try and give me shit, basically, saying that, like, oh,
slapped her.
she was like, oh, it was frozen. I had to call and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, you dumb bitch. Like, I had to
I
call,
hate her.
like, a couple weeks before that, and because you have to call a company, and everybody there is foreign. So every time something happens with your computer system, you basically have to give them, like, the store number, and then they, like, link up to your, like, system to, like, troubleshoot it with you and see what's wrong. So there's no, like, calling and being like, hey, this is what's wrong with it, fix it, and they fix it and you're good. Like, it's at least a half-hour phone call.
Yeah.
So, like, I did that a couple weeks before, only to find out that, like, oh, whenever it's running those processes or whatever, like, the time in the corner doesn't change, so it looks like it's frozen, but it's not. So it's like, okay. So the time hadn't changed, but there's, like, a cursor that's running and it was blinking. So it's like, okay, it's not frozen because, like, it's still doing something. So after, like, an hour and a half, I was just like, fuck it, and I left. So then she was just giving me shit. Like, I mean, I locked up. Literally everything else was done. Like, my deposit was already... Literally the only thing she had to do was, like, call them and be on the phone for maybe 20 minutes to get it fixed. And she was trying to give me shit, and I was like, okay.
She's just a bitch. The next morning, I called in. I was like, I have kidney
Before she
stones.
went-
I
yeah.
feel like shit.
Before
she
she went into the hospital for kidney stones.
She's
We
like,
went
make
in
sure
that
you
day.
have a doctor's note. You shouldn't have called in an hour and a half before your shift. And I was like, I think I'm going to die. Like, I am in so much pain. And then I was in the hospital for 2 days. So, fuck her.
Told her to fuck off one day. That was amazing.
Good, she deserves it. She's a fucking Crypt-Keeper.
Fucking Crypt.
She really is. She doesn't even wear like the modern day uniform. She wears the old shit. Like an old, what is that called?
Like a pole, like
No,
what?
a button up.
An ascot.
Thank you.
An ascot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
Should have
probably
known
like
that from Scooby-Doo.
probably like late 80s, mid 90s.
Jeez.
Fred always wore an ascot.
Good job, Nick.
Oh.
Was that
None of those fit.
We got a fight? You got
Wait, what?
cash me
Probably
outside.
not even in the squad.
How about that?
We're not exactly talking philosophy.
Can you imagine if they actually had like a steel cage match between that chick and Dr. Phil?
I think Dr. Phil
Who
was
do you think would win?
Who do you think would win in a fight between John and Justin? I feel like John would.
I feel
pummel
like
him.
John would fucking destroy Justin.
John would pummel him to death. He'd get like freakish strength and just kill him.
John's just like twice
Just
his
would be
weight.
like, John would just, ah! He's just like,
John would beat him so hard until Justin actually developed a stunner.
oh my god.
Well, guys, we've talked a lot about retards.
No better way to end it.
It's yeah, it's about time to end it. Thanks for joining us on our one-way trip to hell.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, see you guys next week.